Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willowbound Journals and I've got a new journal to share with you in this video. It is a vintage ledger journal and I've added a whole bunch of vintage treasures inside, so I'm calling it the Vintage Ledger Treasure Journal. The front and back cover is a beautiful vintage ledger. I love the letters, or the numbers there, sorry. And we have a beautiful vintage postcard on the front, paper clipped in with a stamp, and I just love that. I have been hoarding this for so long. And just love the cover. You could put a title there. Vintage ledger paper is my favorite supply for making journals, so I thought, why not put it on the cover? Put my favorite thing right on the cover. And then yeah, I've been putting in a whole bunch of things I've been hoarding, like this. I've picked up a whole bunch of different vintage treasures throughout my time making journals, and this was the very first notebook, vintage notebook that I found. So I've been keeping this cover forever. Finally, I'm putting it into this journal. So we've got one of my earliest napkin envelopes that I ever made, with this beautiful napkin that I haven't found ever again. And this beautiful piece here, another piece that I've been hoarding. So that's a little booklet there. You can write the details of the journal with that. And so we've got lots of sewing in this journal, vintage ledger, coffee dyed papers, craft paper, got some beautiful layers happening. And I love that you can write your name on this, the front of a book page, some tags from Paper Daisy journals. Again, all different types of vintage notebook paper throughout this journal that I've collected over the years. I've got a playing card, this beautiful piece from a vintage shop that I got when I was in Mackay. Gorgeous ledger here, and some of my stamped pieces that you saw me do a tutorial for on my video, my most recent video. Look at that writing, so cool. The last piece of this music paper that I found in a book, another small notebook page, and then we have a couple of pieces tucked into here, this little envelope, another piece that I was hoarding. A lot of these pieces I was saving for me to put in my personal journals, and some of them I actually did put in my personal journals, but I deconstructed some of them and have put some of the things in here. We've got another gorgeous little vintage envelope in the vintage style, some graph paper or grid paper. We've got a glassine bag here and a little vintage piece inside, and another piece of vintage style ledger. We've got this piece again that I was hoarding. It's a postcard piece that I thought worked well in this pocket, envelope pocket. So yeah, if anyone is interested in this journal, feel free to email me. My email will be down below. This one's available via email, and let me know what country you're from so I can include a shipping price. This one comes from Bonnie and Clyde. Again, I was hoarding this piece forever. This is from one of my printables, either in my Etsy or on my Patreon. It was one of my earliest printables as well. Some vintage graph paper from one of my notebooks that I found in a vintage place, a tag, and beautiful piece that folds out here for journaling space. I love it when I have numbers on them. There's just something about it. Some doily, nice variety of pages. Another stamp here, and it's from, The Wizard of Oz, one of my favorite stories. Grew up watching that movie. And another vintage piece that I found, again, this time in Melbourne. And this one I found at a vintage place called Butler's. I think this one was from Bendigo. So all different places around the country I found things, and some things also from America and sent from overseas, things that I've been hoarding, but finally using in this journal. Again, another piece here. Lovely. And some pieces have been gifted to me, again, that I've been holding on to for years, but finally letting go of and putting in this journal. This is one of the most recent vintage pieces that I found. It was another little booklet, and this is the cover of that one. So I like that as a bookend. This is one of the first pieces I found of authentic vintage ephemera, and then this is one of the last or most recent pieces that I found. So cool. And there is the back. So I hope you enjoyed this flip through, something a bit different, but I love it. Ever since I've been using my favorite things to make journals, I'm loving the creative process and the creative result. So I think I want to do more of these vintage ledger journals. If it was to be for me, I wouldn't have any sewing, no pockets, no sewing, and just pages, just ledger pages and coffee dyed pages, with that as the cover, and then on the side a separate little ephemera kit, which I already have, in my collection. So I might do that, maybe some blank ones with ephemera kits, I'm not sure. Let me know if you're interested in that, or if you like this type where it's all sewn in and the pockets are in the journal and all the pieces are inside. So it works both ways. You could take out all the ephemera and have a little stash, or you can keep it all in the journal. So yeah, I hope that this could be a special treasure for someone. There's some very special pieces in here. Like I said, if you're interested, it's available via email. Just email me. My email's down in the description box below. Let me know what country you're from so I can include a shipping price. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys. A big thank you to my beautiful patrons supporting me in February. I really hope you absolutely love it there. If you would like to become a patron, the link is down below in the description box, and my Patreon is where you get access to the start to finish journal making series each month, sneak peeks and first access to all of my creations, and depending on your tier level, printable kits, every single printable kit from my Etsy plus a new one each month. There are mail tiers and community tiers and all sorts of things. Check the description box down below also for links to my courses, for my journaling courses and creative courses, places to find me, and ways to contact me if you ever have any questions or video requests.